Welcome back to the channel where we spotlight Black excellence in film and TV so you don't have to miss some great Black-led roles. Let's get into it.
Today we got some interesting news. So starting it off with Captain America update. So it seems that Marvel and Disney are still on borrowed time as test screenings of the Captain America Brave New World movie didn't go so well. Now this movie had already gotten delayed for a full year and had to undergo extensive reshoots and rewrites following an unsatisfactory test screening the first time. And it seems the second time isn't really that different. Now, the entirety of the movie has been spoiled and has been released. Someone on Reddit essentially wrote out everything, essentially summarizing the entirety of what the movie is going to be about and key points. So I guess because this was a test screening, there's still opportunities to change things, but the core elements of the movie are going to still have to follow to the same end no matter what. Now, I'm not going to talk about that or read it over in this video. I will link to it down below if you want to go and find out for yourself. Go ahead. I've read it, and even in that, the whole spiel this Redditor does summarize the movie as basically being all right. You know, not necessarily bad or good, nothing special, sort of your typical run-of-the-mill Marvel movie. Maybe you can, I don't even know if you can even say that. Maybe typical in the sense that of what Marvel spits out nowadays. Like, you know, not necessarily bad, but not really that great either. At least when they don't have just a complete dumpster fire of a movie. Now, obviously, that's not the thing that they kind of want. Obviously, they want a great movie, but even in just like a mediocre, it's all right at this stage in the game for Marvel, being that they really are kind of still on life support here. You know, Deadpool 3 did an extremely good job at keeping their head above the water, but it seems even after the reshoots, the rewrites, nothing can save this movie. A quick summary of the new Captain America movie: we follow Sam Wilson, formerly known as Falcon, as he confronts an international crisis after a meeting with the current president, played by Harrison Ford. Now, Brave New World, the budget for that is supposed to be something like $350 million or something like that. It stars Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford, and Tim Blake Nielsen, and is set to be released in theaters on February 14th, 2025. Like I said before, I was excited for this. The trailer did look freaking awesome. Probably will wait till this comes out, then I can just kind of catch it online and watch it at home, and I probably won't end up in the theater to check this out. That being said, I am already sort of not the biggest Marvel fan to begin with. Haven't seen Deadpool 3, as I said, and that movie is supposed to be everything that it's promised to be and more. Anyways, February 14th is closer than you think, and we'll see if the tides change. They still got some time. Maybe they can come up with something. Maybe they can cut around some of the looser ends that aren't as exciting. You know, there was one particular comment about a fight scene that, you know, is hyped up throughout the movie and ends up just being like a 5-minute thing. So maybe they can extend that fight scene. That would be nice. Make it a little bit more lengthy, a little bit more enticing. But is one fight scene gonna save your movie? No. If your movie's crap, your movie's probably gonna be crap. Again, if you're okay with spoilers, I've linked in the description down below to that Redditor's complete summary of the movie. Check it out for yourself. Next up, we've got Sinners, the new Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. I don't know why I can't say this man's name for some reason. Film, again, a quick summary of the plot if you're unaware of this movie. We follow twin brothers, both played by Michael B. Jordan, who try to leave their troubled lives behind and head south. After spending years in Capone-inflicted Chicago, they return to their hometown, where slavery was recently abolished, but the KKK still loom large among some other bloodthirsty creatures. Yes, we're talking about the vampires. And from what we know, the vampire element will emerge from within the KKK themselves. So why are we talking about Sinners in the news right now? Again, because they also had a test screening similar to Brave New World, and similar to Brave New World, it wasn't received that well. It's still far from as bad as Brave New World, or at least the way people are talking about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the expectation for Marvel is set so low. But it's also kind of like, imagine like they've done so bad so much that anytime now, and you're so angry with them that anytime now that they do anything, it's just piling onto the bad. So even if they do some good stuff, it's just like one more reason to dislike them, to hate them. I feel like they're digging themselves their own grave here, like with just not taking the time to really just make these movies phenomenal like they used to be. Now, with Sinners, though, on the other hand, first off, the response to the movie seems to be somewhat so-so, while Michael B. Jordan's performance in the two roles, something I imagine for him, was probably a fun test of skill. His performance, as expected, and he was well praised for it. But majority of the people who got to see the film felt that it was merely fine or decent. Now, I have yet to see Fruitvale Station, but I have seen the Black Panther movies, Creed. I will watch this movie when it comes out. I'll also check out Fruitvale Station before I actually check this one out. But with the Black Panther movies, now Creed I really liked. The Black Panther movies, I did think they were just kind of okay. Good movies, but, nothing that I was really going to be like wowed about for years to come. So with this particular movie, I was hoping to see Coger make his own and like really have fun running with it, especially when you have a lead as skilled as Michael B. Jordan. So also, side note, a lot of people thought, myself included, was that the two brothers would be playing like two vampire brothers, potentially hunting other vampires as rumors of this. But it turns out that that's not the case, and they look to just be humans, and that one particular brother is in a relationship with another particular person, and things happen with that particular person. I don't want to spoil anything, so we'll just leave it there. So we'll skip that. And also, the ending is also expected to lead to a lot of controversy. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I suppose we will find out when it happens. So, Mahershala Ali. Now, that's a name we haven't really talked about since Blade was delayed again. So his very first movie is finally getting released. I didn't know it was not released, but apparently it's been on the DL for the past 25 years. So the film is called Taste the Revolution, and it's a political satire, mockumentary style where Ali plays this egotistical revolutionary leader who compares himself to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Moses. Yeah, it was written and directed by Dan Klein, and the plot follows a couple of filmmakers documenting the rise and fall of Ali's character. So Ali's character and his group of college students, they try to start a movement but end up in chaos because they have actually no plan whatsoever, and the whole thing is kind of about the chaos as it unfolds. So why has it taken 25 years for this movie to see the light of day? Well, after 9/11, the director thought the film felt out of touch for the time, so they shelved it. But fast forward to a few years ago when Ali had won his first Oscar for Moonlight and another for Green Book, Klein shared a clip of the movie with him, and Ali was like, hey, we gotta finish this. And now, it's coming. So apparently they realized the film's themes about youthful passion and chaos are still super relevant today. Who would have thought? The film was actually shot in 1999 when Ali was fresh out of NYU's grad acting program, so it's pretty cool to see that his first role was finally going to be released from 1999. It was probably like 8 or something. Taste the Revolution will have its world premiere at the New Orleans Film Festival on October 19th, and they're still looking for a distributor. Oh, and fun fact, Ali is also set to appear in the Jurassic Park franchise, so we'll see that. I mean, I don't even know why they're still making those movies, to be honest with you. But I guess people are watching, so they're going to keep making them. I don't know what's going on with the whole Marvel Blade situation. I should look into that and maybe make a video on that if anything significant has happened. I doubt it though, but we'll see. Okay, and finally, the last story of today. I want to end on this as it connects to iRobot. That's kind of the only thing about it. That's it. iRobot that stars Will Smith. A movie I really, really enjoyed back in the day. But other than that, it's got nothing connected to Black excellence, really. Just thought it was kind of weird and funny. So, get this. Tesla just revealed some new designs for their Cybercab and Optimus humanoid robots, and they look a lot like something out of the movie iRobot. Even Alex Proyas, the guy who directed iRobot, definitely noticed. He took to X, ironically enough, and basically called Musk out for ripping off his design. He posted a side-by-side pics showing robots and the vehicles from iRobot right next to Tesla's New World prototypes. And yeah, the resemblance is obvious. Proyas tweeted something like, "Hey Elon, can I get my designs back, you thieving liar," with these comparison shots. It's kind of hilarious. Like, this is such a weird timeline that we exist in. Tesla's Optimus robot is this sleek walk-in humanoid thing that looks a lot like the robot Will Smith faced off in the movie. Then there's the Robovan, which looks exactly like the futuristic van from the movie, and the Cybercab robo-taxi thingy that's almost identical to the Audi concept car used in iRobot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he drew inspiration from it. I mean, they were cool. I liked the movie. I liked the stuff that was going on in the movie. I liked how things looked in the movie. But I actually think of Tesla. I actually think of iRobot when I think of Tesla. Like, it's just the automatic driving cars just bring that movie to my mind every time. And the funny thing is, on top of that, Elon Musk even named their reveal event We Robot, which seems like they're in on the joke or clueless about the thing entirely, unless he's trying to take ownership of like, oh, this is my own original design and I came up with it and whatnot. Clearly you did not. Anyways, I guess it's not really like, I'm sure this stuff happens a lot. Like, I know with who was it? It's not the first time like a tech company's done this. That won't be the last time a tech company does this. But they probably get inspiration from sci-fi movies. I know OpenAI made a voice assistant that sounded like Scarlett Johansson when they couldn't get Scarlett Johansson from the Her movie. So, you know, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it per se. At least as far as I know. I don't know if there's any like, if you can really like copyright that kind of stuff. But who knows? Regardless, it's just kind of funny. Because iRobot is also set in like 2035, and we're not that far off. So it looks like Tesla's new like robot AI stuff could bring us closer to the actual iRobot future. And I don't mind living in that future. Well, I don't mind it because it looks cool. I do mind if robots try to start killing everybody. That would be less cool. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Let me know what you think about the stories we just discussed. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time.